Namaskara, this is Harsha here. Welcome back. So it's day 11 of the 21-day headstand mastery. So I hope you guys have practiced the previous ones. If you haven't, please give it a try. So today I'm going to show you a new variation of practicing headstand. So up until now I had shown you 10 different variations of practicing the different variations of headstand. So today I'm going to teach you what we call as Dhandasana. So this Dhandasana we usually practice after at least 3-4 months of consistently practicing the headstand. Once you start to practice headstand over a span of a few months, naturally you'll start to build strength in the lower back, by which lifting the leg up becomes easier. In the initial stages you find it a lot of difficulty with respect to raising the leg up, so that stops to come down. So once that starts to happen, we go ahead for the next variation what I'm about to show you right now. So this is called as Dhandasana. So for this again I'm going to take support of the chair. This time I'm going to turn the back of the chair towards myself. Okay, the front will be facing the other side. So I'm going to use the top rung of the chair and then the seat of the chair. First I'm going to adjust the position so that it is in line with wherever I'm practicing the headstand. Okay, so if you can see, I'm here, so my back is facing the seat. So as usual, as we have done countless number of times up until now, interlock the fingers. Remember, I've told this in each and every video, never let go of the little fingers and never let go of the tip of the thumb. Okay, so we're going to touch the interlocked fingers to the wall, and we're not going to move the elbows outside. We're going to make sure the elbows are in. We're going to rest the knees, we're going to rest the toes. We're going to place the crown of the head on the mat first. You walk in, touch the back of the head to the wall, straighten the legs, and then you slowly come up. Stay there for a few seconds. Now we're going to need the support of the chair. Try to pull the chair closer towards you. Get the balance. Now, Dhandasana. So from here, you're going to bend the leg and try resting the shin one at a time. You stay here. You can see once I do this, only the lower back is touching the wall, and you stay there. You can bend the leg if you feel like you can't bear the stretch in the hamstrings and if the stretch is too much for you to take to start with. And then you find this easy. Slowly bring the leg down and then place the tip of the toes on the edge of the seat. Adjust the distance accordingly. See, you can move the chair back and forth like this using the tip of the fingers. See, just a gentle movement back and forth, you'll be able to move the chair. Since I've been practicing for quite some time, I'm going to keep my toes here on the edge of the seat. If you're just getting started, I suggest you to rest the foot on the center. Becomes much easier. I'm going to move back to the edge and I'm going to stay there. You find it difficult, just bend the leg, and then you can even rest the foot like this. If you're doing for the first time, just for you to get used to it, or just for you to get acclimatized with how you bend the leg, you can do something like this. Else, if you're comfortable, stay here. And then when you want to come up, let go of the leg one at a time. Rest the shin bone, and then from there you slowly straighten the leg up. And then from there, when you want to come down, you bend the leg, you drop the foot down, move the chair back, fold your arms, rest your forehead, slow down the breath, and then you slowly come up. So this is how you practice Dhandasana with the support of the chair. So once you start practicing Dhandasana, this is an indication, okay, if you're able to place the foot on the seat of the chair, and if you're able to hold there at least for a few seconds to start with, that's an indication that you've now started your journey on strengthening the core abdominal muscles. So what we also call as the core strength. In the initial stages, you may observe you find a lot of difficulty in lifting the leg up when you practice headstand. You feel like, okay, there is not enough strength in the lower back, and you feel like, okay, the hips are unsupporting. So these are all the indications. Practicing Dhandasana helps you to increase the core strength also, and once you are able to increase the strength in the core muscles, this is how you will actually do the headstand and the Dhandasana that I showed you just now. Just watch this once. So for this, I'm going to move the chair away. So the first step that we take usually when we practice headstand, it's going to be the same, interlocking the fingers. I place the back of the palms so that it's touching the wall. I place the crown of the head. I straighten the leg, and then I slowly walk in. I bend, and then I slowly lift the foot up and then place it on the wall, and then I straighten the leg. So once you practice Dhandasana with the chair, what I just showed you, if you consistently practice that for a few months, few weeks, then you'll be able to completely come off the wall and then drop the leg down like this, halfway. Then bend and then stretch. When I want to come down, you slowly come down and then rest the head. So as you noticed here, when I came up to Dhandasana now, I couldn't stay there for a longer duration. Why? My back was very close to the wall when I practiced the Dhandasana. See, when you are bringing the leg halfway down when you practice Dhandasana, in this posture, you should never stay closer to the wall. You should always stay a few inches away from the wall. So it's only for this asana. So I'm going to move the blanket a little bit far away. I'm going to interlock the fingers. Why? Because when you bring the leg from up down here to halfway, the spine that was straight, it becomes a bit slanting. So once this happens, the back that was straight tends to move backwards. I'm going to show you how that happens right now. So for that, to avoid that, we give at least 1 palm distance again from the wall. The blanket must be at least 1 palm distance. You see this? This will do, okay? So we start with the first step, interlocking the fingers. I rest the crown of the head. I walk in. And then I slowly lift the head up, leg up. I get the balance. You take support of the wall, only the heels touching the wall. So from here, you can first bring one leg down halfway, and then the other leg down. You can see the position of my spine now, how it is. And even in this, you will find it difficult to keep the leg straight like this. You may feel, okay, the hamstrings stretches too much for me to bear. If that's the case, you can keep the legs here. But if you can, straighten the leg. And by consistent practice, you'll be able to come down right from the Dhandasana itself. And then you bend the leg. And then you slowly come up. So, for you to reach over here where, you're not taking any support of the wall, neither are you taking any support of the chair, this is going to take some time, at least for a couple of months. I'd say at least 1 or 2 years for that matter. But those who've been practicing headstand for quite some time, you can directly get started with this. you'll actually find this much easier. If you've been practicing headstand for quite some time, you'll actually feel uncomfortable when you use the chair. So for those students who've been practicing for quite some time, I honestly suggest you just go directly against the wall and try to bring the leg down. Once you get started with this, start to hold in this position for quite some time. If you're able to hold in Dhandasana for half a minute to 1 minute, that's the best indication, okay, that you're practicing headstand the way it has to be practiced. And when you practice Dhandasana like the way I showed you, there shouldn't be any pressure on the crown of the head or on the wrist or the forearms. You have to be very relaxed. When you are not feeling any pressure on the forearms, you're not feeling any pressure on the neck, on the crown of the head, that's the first indication, okay, you're very close to gaining mastery over the headstand practice. So I hope this was informative. I hope you are able to practice this at least by taking support of the chair. So this is day 11 of Dhandasana, whatever we did, of the 21-day headstand mastery. Do let me know how you felt in the comments. I really look forward to reading them. If you want me to share anything in particular, if you have a lengthier question, write to me on my email. I'll be more than happy to answer them, or you can reach out to me on any of the social media handles that I've shared. I'll be more than happy to guide you through this. Have a great day and enjoy the journey on the headstand. Take care. Bye-bye.